I'm John Van Dyke from New Jersey Exposed. Today is Saturday, February 18th, 2023. Time is 2:18 p.m. Jersey time, Union Beach, Jersey time, down at Union Beach. Looking up at the water, see New York City out there. It's kind of nice out there. The water's kind of not too bad, not choppy or anything. Birds are flying around having a good time. Anyway, so, all right, I just want to do a quick story here, showing you some propaganda. You know, I've said this many times in my ranting that the police are in denial. They don't want to fix the problem with their own community. They want to try to manipulate you and change your perception of them. And this is a good example right here. And this is on the Atlantic Highlands Police Department. And let me just throw my disclaimer out there. I don't have a personal gripe with Atlantic Highlands Police Department. I actually had an interaction with one a couple months ago. Got stopped by one, but everything went well and there was no problems. So I don't have any personal vendettas against Atlantic Highlands. They're not known for being bad cops over there. My interactions in the past with Atlantic Highlands has been amicable, and my only complaint with Atlantic Highlands Police is they spend their time sitting on Route 36 by the old bank in front of Food Town and watching cars go by all the time. That's my big gripe with them. Instead of going out there and patrolling the neighborhood, they sit there and stalk motorists. That is for sure. That is the one thing they do. But anyway, so this is on the Atlantic Highlands Police Department Facebook page. And I'll just show you right here. I think you're going to see that. You're going to know right away what I'm talking about here. This is a prime example of what's going on. And this is intentional, people. I suspect that within law enforcement community here in New Jersey, they all came to the conclusion that we need to put more pictures up on their Facebook pages of cops with kids. Sergeant Gurian, Patrolman Anderson, and Patrolman LaBella all took the opportunity to enhance their reading skills in front of the children today. After reading and meeting the officers, the children were able to tour police headquarters with Captain Murtha leading the way. Thank you to the Atlantic Highlands Library for giving us this opportunity. All right, so let me tell you exactly. I'm going to dig into this a little deeper, my opinion on what these type of stories is. And again, I'm not targeting Atlantic Highlands. I'm using Atlantic Highlands as an example. This is what narcissists do. They put these stories out there. So this story is about cops reading books to kids, okay? So it's the same as them putting a story up about a cop being killed. They put these stories up to solicit a certain response. So in this case here, all the lily whites look at this and they go, oh, look at Officer there. He's so nice. Took time out reading books. Yeah, why not take time out reading books to little kids? You know, these cops are probably making $50, $60 an hour. Yeah, what would you rather do? Sit there and read books to little kids at $60 or ride around in a police car and have to get out in the rain, the weather, it's cold out right now, and have to risk getting an altercation with somebody? This is easy. This is easy money right here. But this is what narcissists do. They put these stories up so they can solicit a response. So as I just said, oh, look at the nice officer. Now, when they put the stories up about a cop being murdered 100 years ago, killed in the line of duty, they're soliciting sympathy. This is what narcissists do. They're soliciting, they're fishing for what we call a narcissistic supply. I invite everybody to Google that term, narcissistic supply, and see what that means. Narcissists need supply. They need you out there to tell them how great they are, how wonderful they are, and this is exactly what this stuff, all these stories that you read, coffee with a bootlicker, it's all ice cream with a cop, shop with a cop, trick-or-treat trunk with a cop. This is all designed to manipulate you and to generate a response and to change your perception of law enforcement. But people, you got to remember this. You got to look at their behaviors. Whether it's a cop or not, police, law enforcement or not, anything in life, when you're dealing with human beings, you must look at their behavior, not their words, because it's their behavior that says who they are. And when I see something like this, I just shake my head. On surface, yeah, it's harmless, and I'm sure the kids are excited, the police officers there, and I'm not taking away the fact that this is not a positive thing, but I'm saying that they are using these kids, they are manipulating these kids, they are using these kids to manipulate you and your perception. All right, so let me know what you think about this one. I really like to know what is your thoughts on these pictures like this constantly on the police departments that I follow, constantly with these pictures with cops and kids. And I firmly believe that this is a statewide, maybe a nationwide campaign where they probably talk to psychiatrists or psychologists and HR people and probably determine that this is a great way of counteracting all the bad crap that cops are doing, because this is how they operate. They don't care how low they stoop. If they can if they can change your perception of them, they'll do it. And right now they're using kids, and they've been using kids for a while now, I've noticed. It's just different little things that they're trying. But reading books to little kids is a big one. So if you ever notice, they don't do this with high school students. You don't see them going to the high school and getting some seniors and talking to them and reading books to them or something like that, because, you know, by the time these kids get to high school, they got a pretty good idea what's going on with police. That's why none of these high school kids are signing up to be cops. And that's why law enforcement out there is begging for people to come down and apply to be a cop, because nobody wants to be one anymore, because people with good moral conscience and fabric don't want to join a gang that's out there who's lying and beating up and hurting the public and deceiving us and whatever else they do. You know, they keep telling us that they're protecting and serving. Well, they're not telling us. The bootlickers are telling us that they're protecting and serving the community, which we know that's a lie. They are protecting and serving the government. Police are the strong arm of the government. And I think today's youth has seen enough on YouTube, social media, to know what the real truth is, that they're not protecting anything beyond their gang members and their pension. And when it comes down to a choice between a pension and a gang member, they will throw their fellow gang member under the bus every time to protect their pension. I will go on record saying that the one thing I know for sure that the police officers protect, and that is their pension. I'm John Van Dyke for New Jersey Exposed. Till next time.